everyone and welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. So today's video is all about the Chanel Medallion tote. Now this is a style that is currently not in production. Mine is vintage as well. I bought it on Vestiaire Collective, but I figured for that very reason it might be helpful for me to film like a what fits inside, my review, mod shots and everything, basically to help you make a purchasing decision if you're currently looking at adding one of these from the pre-loved market. So yeah, if that sounds interesting to you, definitely stick around, and I guess let's get started. But before we do, if you're new here, hi, I'm Leslie. I'm so glad to have you here. I film videos all about luxury, in particular handbags. I do have a soft spot for handbags, but also like jewelry. I film reviews, unboxings, hauls, shopping vlogs and everything in between. I sprinkle in a little bit of fashion. I'm trying at least. If you enjoy luxury and fashion related content, definitely stick around and consider subscribing. And if you enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. That would really help me out a lot. So first off, let me give you a quick rundown of the bag. The Medallion tote only came in this size, if I'm not mistaken, but it does come in both caviar and lambskin. Mine is in caviar, but like the old school caviar does look a little softer and like, yeah, more worn, which also may come from the fact that it's an older bag, but it's definitely not as stiff and structured as the current caviar, or at least the caviar that my jumbo is in. But yeah, obviously Medallion tote comes from the fact that this statement zipper pull is like a gold medallion plate kind of thing. It also comes in silver, and obviously mine is in black, but they also came in like, I think, a blush pink, which is beautiful. Also browns and beiges. I would love to get a beige colored medallion tote, but the pre-loved prices have kind of skyrocketed, as has everything else when it comes to Chanel. But yeah, I'm going to talk about pricing towards the end of the video. So yeah, obviously the statement medallion and the kind of statement-y CC right here, but as it's tone on tone, it's not like too in your face and flashy. Two handles. I was initially a little worried about the attachment of these handles because, I mean, the weight itself of the bag isn't like too much, but if you fill it up, it might get quite heavy, and I was a little afraid about, I don't know, the straps ripping or anything like that. But as it's a vintage bag, the craftsmanship and the finishing touches and how everything is sewn together is pretty sturdy, so I haven't had any issues with that. So yeah, super happy with how these have been holding up. And on the back, you have a really generous back pocket, definitely able to fit a phone. I mean, this case is kind of bulky, but I'm still able to just, yeah, make the phone disappear. I think it's an iPhone 10 or 11, but like a normal size, not a max. You might be able to fit a max inside here. I mean, if you compare it to my hand, and my hand is quite big, the back pocket is really generous and it goes all the way down to here. And yeah, that's the outside. No feet at the bottom, which is, I would have preferred to have feet. And I mean, the corners, talking about wear and tear and condition, I hope you can see it. The corners, I mean, there is some wear and tear on there, but I mean, it's an older bag. It's bound to happen. Still, I would have preferred feet at the bottom. And on the inside, it's basically a black hole. The opening is a little, not like super cumbersome, but you have to stretch out the opening a little to get inside there. You have one really big slip compartment. I'm sure you won't be able to see it, but it's on this side right there. Really generous, I'd say size-wise about the size of the back pocket right here. And you have a zipper pocket, which I'm sure you won't be able to see either, but yeah, whatever, it's a black hole, but super spacious. And the zipper pull on the zipper compartment is also a small CC in gold, a little, like a lot smaller than this one, but also like a metal plate. So yeah, not a lot to say about the inside. Oh, and the serial sticker, like the authenticity sticker thing, is inside the zipper compartment, but I saw on a couple of other medallion totes that the location apparently changed throughout the years. I've had this double authenticated, as I said, so like it's definitely authentic. I purchased it through Vestiaire Collective from a like professional seller, and obviously had Vestiaire Collective go over the bag, and then I double authenticated it through, I think, real authentication, where you send a couple of, like a lot, they request a lot of pictures to be sent in for their review of the bag, and they basically came back immediately and said that this was an authentic bag, which yeah, it's always great to have it double authenticated just for peace of mind. Plus, which also played into the pricing of the bag, this didn't come with the authenticity card, and I think it also didn't come with the original dust bag. I mean, that's personal preference if you're okay with that. I was okay with it. Plus, talking about the price, I paid, including like shipping and the authentication fee from Vestiaire Collective, I paid like 970 euros for it. My best guess would be that you won't be able to find this good of a condition medallion tote for under 1K currently. I purchased this, I want to say like 2.5, almost 3 years ago at this point, and the prices have gone up significantly. But just to give you an idea, I paid under 1K, but you might like prepare yourself to pay more like 1.5, maybe even 2, although 2 would be really pushing it. And for 2K, I definitely want everything, like the full set, even the receipt, and of course the authenticity card. But yeah, really happy that I purchased it back when I did, because as I said, I would love to get a beige one, but the prices are currently like through the roof, which is quite a shame. Anyway, I will have inserted mod shots so you get an idea of what the bag looks like on me. I mean, if you're pushing it, you can definitely like put it over your shoulder, depending on like your size, obviously, and what you're comfortable with. But yeah, it's possible, especially in summer with like lighter clothes and not like super bulky coats and stuff. But yeah, if push comes to shove, it's definitely possible to wear it over your shoulder, although I do prefer to wear it on the crook of my arm, or like just hand carry, which is amazing as well. And I think in one of my, I think it was the luxury raffle tag, the tag that Connor from the closet started last year. One of the questions was your most cumbersome or like least practical bag. And for some reason I chose this one. I mean, granted, it doesn't have a shoulder strap and it's mostly hand carry or on the crook of your arm. But afterwards I went on vacation to south of France and Paris, and this was my bag of choice. I don't know what I was thinking, in particular going to Paris in like late November with it raining and being cold and wearing gloves and stuff. I still chose to go with this one, and also in south of France, this was my everyday bag. And I guess I have to officially apologize for grouping you as my least practical bag, because it wasn't like super cumbersome to yeah, basically lug it around the French Riviera and also Paris. So this is kind of my travel bag of 2021, and I did wear it quite a bit. This one is also super easy to wear when it's raining, because obviously it closes up and it's caviar leather, so you can just wipe it off. I mean, I wouldn't like choose to go with this one when it's chugging down rain, but it's no problem if you get caught in a light sprinkle or something. So yeah, really happy that I actually wore this bag quite a bit in 2021, and I'm definitely planning on keeping up the momentum in 2022. Yeah, great vacation bag. It also looked amazing with basically all my maxi dresses. I love wearing maxi dresses in summer and on vacation. So yeah, paired nicely with basically any of the maxi dresses that I wore in south of France. And yeah, I love this bag. If you find one on the pre-loved market for an okay-ish price tag, I'd say definitely snatch this one up, because it's like super useful. It does fit a lot, which I'm going to get into. And with it having a zipper and this like, oh, love this. I mean, it is a little noisy, but it's a good kind of noise. Yeah, just understated, but still kind of a statement. And yeah, I was kind of influenced to buy this from Elle Florence. I'm gonna leave a link to her channel down below. She's had this bag for ages and ages, and I think she was influenced to buy it from, I think, The Hills, like the TV show. I'm not big on TV shows, but yeah, Lauren Conrad, I think, did wear this bag quite a bit. Yeah, I just liked it, and I love the way that Elle styled her bag. And I think she has 2 colors at this point, black and maybe also a beige one. I might be wrong on that. Definitely a black one. Anyway, before I ramble on any further, let me show you what fits inside. Starting with a, I think like 400 ml water bottle. Water is always important, in particular when you're on vacation. Fits in there easily. I mean, when you look at it, size-wise, it's definitely an easy fit. As I said, the opening is a little stiff because yeah, the bag is supposed to be like closed up top, but it's no real problem. Umbrella, which was a must while in Paris, because yeah, it was late November and it was definitely drizzling throughout the majority of our trip, but it was amazing nonetheless. Then my Chanel sunglasses case. Usually, I mean, this bag compared to some of my other bags in my collection is on the bigger side. On my smaller bags, I usually transfer my sunglasses in like a super tiny like black pouch and carry it like that, but just to show you how spacious this bag is, fit it in there perfectly fine, and it still tapers easily up top, so you're able to close it. Then I have my card case, which is from Polen, and pochette clé. Let's see, phone. Yeah, it does get quite heavy, but it's not the bag's fault, I guess, but the stuff that I put inside there. AirPods, and it's still a lot of room left. You might be able to see it, you might not, but just believe me on that I'm definitely able to fit a little more inside. Power bank on vacation is also always a good idea, and the respective cord, so I'm actually able to charge my phone. And let me try to zip it up. Yeah, did you hear that? Super smooth zipper, which is amazing, and no issue with closing it whatsoever. And there's still room for additional stuff, which is amazing. You might be able to see, I mean, it does sag a little, but only very slightly. And I mean, for such an old bag, it's okay if there's a little slouch down here. Again, I would have preferred to have feet at the bottom just to protect the bottom of the bag, but yeah, there's that. And okay, an additional phone would be able to fit in here, so super easy access. I really love this back pocket for easy access for my phone. And it's close to your body, so you don't have to worry about people like grabbing in there and snatching your phone. And yeah, I really hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope it was helpful. If you have any additional questions, definitely pop them in the comments below, and I'm going to get back to you and answer them to the best of my abilities. But yeah, if you have any questions, just drop them below. Let me know what you think about the bag. Do you own the Chanel Medallion Tote, or do you have any like other vintage Chanel handbags? Currently, this is my only vintage Chanel bag, and as I said, I wouldn't be opposed to adding another one, but the prices are a little up there. Still nowhere near the current prices if you were to buy a Chanel handbag at the boutique. And I would love to get a, I think they're called Diana bag. It's also basically a flap style, similar to the classic flaps, but a Diana bag in either caviar. They are really, really hard to find on the pre-loved market in caviar, but also in lambskin. They just look amazing, but the Diana bags are definitely fetching a premium. You can easily spend like upwards of 4K on a vintage Diana, which I'm not really prepared to do, in particular when the condition isn't like perfect, which chances are it isn't because it's a vintage bag, as in like over 20 years old, but maybe someday I'll stumble across an affordable vintage Diana in a condition that I'm happy with. But until then, I'm just happy to enjoy my Medallion Tote and obviously my Chanel Jumbo. Yeah, I guess before I ramble on any further, thanks so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and consider subscribing. I upload every Wednesday all about luxury, handbags, fashion, a little bit at least. So yeah, I would love to have you back. Until next time, bye.